my faith bonus, and I'm on a quest, and I'm going to go ahead and rudely presume that I get that +1.
Yes, that's
And
definitely,
then
you
whatever other
definitely.
bonus you want to give me for having a living God standing right there in front of me while I do it.
I'm feeling generous. The +4, I think,
Okay.
seems
So now my faith is
fair for
already
that.
a +6. I'm massively faithful. So I mean I am super aligned. So therefore I've got me a +10 on this roll.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah. And holy crap, Scott, I roll a 20. First
Oh
roll of the
man!
game. 20 out of 20. Holy crap.
Oh
That never happens. I'm
wow!
the world's worst roller. So
Ah,
that
you
gives
got a
me,
visitation.
I do.
So, do we get to see the presence of Mazriel? Mazriel, your god? What does the visitation say?
Yeah.
Well,
As
that's
a
up to
matter of
Scott.
fact,
I mean, it was really, I mean, the ceremony was more for your God, but
Uh-huh.
mine might be. I mean, they're buddies, right? I mean, all these
Oh yeah,
living
yeah,
creatures, these are all buddies. It's
right.
not like this God versus that God, I guess. But I'm gonna say, therefore, I mean, this is dramatic, right? I mean, I've done this ritual and I do this thing. I figure this is the whole thing. My forehead's on the ground, my butt's in the air. I raise up my hands. You know, I kind of like the idea that Rella and Hade and everybody are kind of standing around, like looking at their watches, going, "God, I
what's
got to put
going
up with
on
this
with this?
shit." He didn't act like this on the last expedition. Did he act like this? No, he just burned a candle last time. God, this is really annoying. And they're just standing around wondering, how long this is going to go on. And then it's like, holy crap.
So yeah, Pixie, I think that you being aligned to the messenger anyway, I think that you are going to receive a message yourself. It's just going to come to you. And of course, there's going to be lights all around.
Oh, yeah. I
The
do the
messenger.
ceremony, but it's like she's the one who goes off, right? That makes sense.
Yeah, right.
Uh-huh.
Well,
Yeah.
around both of you, I should say.
Right. Uh-huh.
There's the message is that you have a very devout, nothing you don't know, a devout worshiper here, and he wants to be perfectly in alignment with you and what you want the destination, so that we're all on the same page, and he knows what it is specifically that you're looking for. And any information that you know, he also knows. Where you have been in this swamp, he also may have been there, but he's seen it through your eyes and knows the things that you know connected to where you've seen. So I think that definitely is going to put you both in the. That's such a good role, though. This information I've given you is definitely not going to be enough, in my opinion. This is like a holy mission now.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
you are being watched by the deities. This is special. That roll, that D20 roll, that was awesome. So
Well, cool.
that's a good way to start the morning.
I was going to say, yeah, I'm pretty pleased.
So I have the way I think I want to handle this.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of something I haven't read anything in the rules that have any, but of course there's a lot of talk about just have fun in this also. So, but I want to just kind of put a pin in that and just come back to it.
Oh, I completely agree.
So,
it sounds like the kind of thing that'll inform any number of details as we go.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. I love how this is kind of coming together. Just like you were saying, this style, I mean, I was really freaking out trying to come up with a story, and just, this is awesome. So anyway, Okay, so
Yeah, I think Pixie would be sure to, after this, tell Hanu that this certainly is a very auspicious sign. And it is very apparent to me that you helped to bring about this auspicious sign of what we are embarking upon. So just so that you know, I am making special note of this, ceremonial ritual that you performed, and that the gods are shining favorably on both of us, clearly.
Well, let's see if we can do some mapping or traveling, or what do you think, Scott? Mapping, outdoor survival, um, or traveling?
yeah, outdoor survival.
Traveling is
I
kind of
was
like
actually
me
gonna,
orienting like around, like visually and stuff. Mapping is using
Mhm.
maps or making maps. And outdoor survival is basically just, coping with the terrain so we don't break a leg, or, we get something to eat, I guess.
That was the one that I was looking for, was the outdoor survival, and I couldn't remember the term.
Oh,
That's the one.
it also allows you to predict the weather, find shelter, get your directions
Mhm.
right, that kind of stuff. Right.
It was kind of going between that one and Darkurthe War, which is a very basic, kind of
Right.
generic, kind of all-encompassing. I think that the outdoor survival is definitely what I would like to get.
Should I go for it?
Go for it. Let's see what happens.
And let me go to my skill chart, which I believe
Oh,
page 96 is going to be very well used through the course of the game. Um,
yeah, yeah.
and so, yeah, that's right. So this isn't a bonus. This just gives you your base. And we start with skill level 0 in most of these things, including all of these are 0 for me. So it's just 13 or greater. And I have to get levels in order to get good. So
Yeah, and I guess the Dark Earth Master can also apply difficulty modifiers if he feels like, right, there was some special,
well,
right, challenge or
I
whatever.
have a miracle on my side at the moment, so I'm not going to concern myself with that. And I rolled a 14. Excellent. All right, so we've got a pretty good day of like orienting and staying on track, and my little promise to bust my butt and not just ride on the coattails is fortunately. All right, so I'm riding for a fall, you understand, right? Massive ceremony, successful, moving into the swamp, staying oriented, knowing where we're going, everything's on our side. I'm just waiting for this die to, like, it's laughing at me now. It's like you're feeling good, aren't you? You're feeling high.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got 20 sides here, buddy. You've only
Well,
seen 2, right?
we'll see. Um, well, this has actually benefited you so far in your trek in to the swamp. The minute you step foot, you, because of the skill, recognize that you are almost standing in quicksand. So, I mean, this is one of the many things that can that you can encounter, and just immediately, because you did pass that, so you were looking for it, and eyes went right to it. The fog is really thick still, and and it hasn't let up since it rolled in. It may take its hours, but slowly you slog through this, and some places are knee deep, some places it's just dry, strangely spongy, and there's moss and mold and fungi just everywhere. Um, One thing of note, which is just hauntingly beautiful throughout this area, is the really tall, straight, looks like birch trees with the white bark, just thick in some places. So you're just kind of going through and following
Right,
a
right.
general path.
Okay.
Um,
This is great. I'm totally getting it. And we're busting, we're traversing, we go around the little bogs that are going to suck us up. And the the sense of I trust that the sense of purpose is, of course, extremely strong. Sense that we're getting somewhere, that we're going where we're supposed to go. And I'm real interested in looking for evidence of one of the sunken cities, because I've kind of got my notion that, you know, some of them, some parts of them are still sticking up, or at least are affecting the terrain so that we could tell that we're over one. So that's what
absolutely.
I'm kind of.
Yeah, there's definitely. Well, that is definitely. I mean, this is a pretty big swamp, and I mean, it's not all going to be. I mean, it's an area that's like, swampy, but there's going to be plenty of areas where there's going to be ruins and covered with vines and all. So we'll find them deeper in. I'm sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, something of interest. You have noticed something. It's like a ropey kind of vine that's just growing, and it seems like it's kind of artificial, like it's been laid there.
Ooh.
Sort of, and it's kind of going off a ways into the fog. Now it's not straight and taut, it's just kind of like going over, like it's just kind of
draped along, right?
Yeah. And it's going a ways back in there, so it looks kind of like just like an old root, sort of, but it's also kind of now. Would you want to go and find the source of that, or would you like to just pass that on and just chalk that up to being something?
That looks like something that somebody wants us to follow, and or otherwise has some sort of nefarious feel to it. And we're not really, or this is maybe asking a little too much, but are we there yet? Ceremony wise, I mean, are we?
Oh, I apologize. Yes, I apologize. We didn't close that. Yes, as far as the ceremony goes, that was a stellar success, and they basically got more than you probably have ever got out of that.
Oh,
so
totally, yeah.
And as far as there's not like any like physical effects of like glowing or anything like that, but you definitely high as a kite and almost feel like the chosen one almost.
Right.
So
I'm euphoric for sure. Yeah. The question I'm asking though is, when I say are we there yet? Is there a sense that we've gotten to where Pixie needs to go, or are we still, en route?
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
No, this is this may be an obstacle, but it's not where you're supposed to be.
It's not where we're supposed to be, and so this is not a sign. This is an interference. This is this is a troublemaker of some kind.
Right.
At the very least, a distraction. So everybody, note, especially if we're on the way back, that somebody or something might be waiting for us around here. Double vigilance, everybody. Double vigilance.
And so this is just like it's just like a route.
You are not sending that swamp fox along that route.
No, I don't think that would be wise. And the route is stationary. It's just like sitting across the path. Is that correct? And it extends into the swamp.
It's almost. Yeah, it's almost like something that's growing that has kind of grown over everything that has been there.
Yeah, it's
and
like
all the things that have been there.
That's kind of just draped across everything, going off that way.
Yeah, it's
not
unlike a mold. Mold grows, like a slime mold or something. It's kind of like that, but I mean, you want to touch it or?
Yeah, that's a
squeeze it. Or
Yes.
On the other hand, if your fox, considering it's called a swamp fox, wants to pitter patter around and give us just a little bit wider perimeter of observance than we would have just with our own eyeballs, that sounds great to me. A respectful suggestion, kind of uttered into the air for whatever anybody wants to do with it. I'm not directing orders. Aside from don't touch the rope, that's an order.
Right.